Good evening, friends. Welcome to Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. And the traditionella bonddemokratin. Yes, traditional farming dictatorship. Yes, democracy means dictatorship. In some cases. We remember to lower volume this time. Yes, very good. And yes, what do we have here? This is a Fagerhult. Yes, a genuine lager, wild by nature. Cheers. I don't know how it would be a disingenuous lager. Would that be an ale that is trying to pass as a lager? Perhaps. Maybe. What else would it be? Don't know. But here we are. This is the electrical. We have electricity. Here, where are we? Yes, this is the last addition to the farming side of things and the growing of the crops, which is the basics for so many things, least of which not, of course, our own very sustenance. What is it this time that is on fire? A road vehicles depot in Oskarshamn. You know, that's there ought to be a fire station really close by. But this, yes, the gas station is finished here at Molna East 2. As this is farming central, is turning into. So we're going to need fuel out there. We have a distribution office here. Are you doing fuel? Yes. We can do fuel for one more place. Here. Yes. That will be lovely. We'll continue straight on through the soundtrack here, as long as I remember. So yes, you should get fueled pretty shortly. And here, is it prepared yet? I have prepared. We have prepared slightly. No, not we. I have prepared this. Yes, they are working on it. And pretty soon they will make it here. Pretty soon. Yes, they are here. This is not going amazingly quickly, but it is going. In the tall grass here. And when they're done, you can expect a slight power outage here. Because we need to remove this and hook this up. Yes, but in the meantime, we actually have electricity as it is. And as long as we're not using it a lot, then it's of no lesser quality than any other electricity. Come to think of it though, why the hell am I pulling this all the way from over there? The transformer is there. Yes, and we have continued out. Yes, but you know, here, there is something also pretty close by, you know. You know what we could do then? Yes, we can build a redundancy. Redundancy is lovely. That's not something that we get to do very often. And we'll even have yes, that might work. And we'll even have a switch in here. Do a bit like this, you know. Onto there. And then we go here with you. The angle of connection is too sharp. And this way. You know, look at this. There are so many connections available here that it is great. 700,000 rubles for 500 workdays, give or take. 500 man days to do this. Is that so? Yes, I don't know. This one. Yes, pardon me. I think that got it. Yes, that got it. For the moment, it got it. Very good. The farming thing and the electricity. Yes, the electricity will be finished here eventually, and then we will. There is no need for this that they are building here. Maybe they should stop it. Yes, because it kind of makes sense to feed it from that way. Yes, down here is already busy enough, I think. Is it not? Yes, what's the matter? What's the matter here? I don't know what's the matter. Something's matter. Yes, something's matter, but I don't know. The switch power transformer, as it's very busy around here, as in there being many power lines going every other which way. Yes, did we export enough bitumen yet to be able to in order to be able to stop? Maybe. I think we did. And might even actually already have gotten around to fixing that. Yes, indeed, it has been fixed. Excellent. We're no longer exporting bitumen, and we're slightly increasing in fuel and slightly decreasing in oil. Yes, I wondered when, if such time arises here that these three oil rigs that we have here will not be enough to cover us any longer for our internal use, and we might have to expand a bit or exploit more oil. That is, well, we want to do that here maybe. Yes, but that's not now, and hopefully we won't get to it. Because building out oil in remote areas is, well, here would be a good place. That's very close to here. What's the matter here? Pardon me. Are we good to go? I don't know. I'm doing my best. What else would I do? If not, well, I could do it half-heartedly, then it would not. Yes, but what? No, I am doing my best. Definitely. megawatts. We're pulling a bit more from you than I require than we want to. Yes, because at this point, at the portion point like this, yes, maybe it's down here today. That's why it's being a bother. Yes, well, we should try this instead. Maybe. Until it just doesn't work anymore. Yes, because then, you get into this territory, which is not where you want to be. Indeed not. But yes, why are we running the coal power plant so hard? Are they not? Yes, there are plenty of people in here. This is not working then, my redundancy setup. Then we have to close down business. Yes, we rely solely on the nuclear power here. Yes. And the goal is clear. Yes, 27,707. I think it's actually going up. Yes, it is increasing ever so slowly. Yes. Yes, and to further this a little bit, I think we should build some more residential buildings, so that there is plenty of space available. Is it here? Perhaps that they are. Yes. Here we have a great deal of the adult children. Where would be a good place for a tower block then? Since we're not opposed to building tower blocks in this in this town, it would appear. I think here is one possible solution, and maybe here could be, definitely could be something. And yes, we're going to have to get rid of a few of these here. That's just the way it is. At least the population did not decline whilst doing this, so they don't get thrown out of the of the country, or even worse. But I don't know quite where they go, because there is nowhere to live here in Molna for the moment. But that's what we're fixing. Here, yes. Get rid of this as well. Yes, I think so. Yes. Yes, destroy. And this one. Demolish. Watch. So. There. That's the thing. And here. We'll go. Flats. Prefab. And here. Right, we're going to have to do something about the other side as well. This is the other way around, please. Yes. And yes, it's good. You can hold to disable that now. How close? Pretty close, but not too close. Just right. Just the right amount of closeness. And this, should we either try to just nail them up against each other, or we have to leave enough room to securely get a connection in between. Yes, but I'm not so sure about that, you see. That I thought so. You can't build it, that will be too tight. We will need you like over here almost. That might work. But it is very close. I think we have to offset them a bit, but then we can't get this one in. Maybe that must be enough. Come up, there we go. We'll see here. What if we were to ask you to do this, and then yes, there was a thing to could do it there. We have it. Could you do it this way? Would that be easier? Maybe it would. And if we can only get there again, have it. Yes. I could, yes, careful. There, yes. And here as well, yes. Very nice, And this we could upgrade while we're at it here. Why not? Regrettably, there won't be a connection for the moment. No. We'll do something else with a footpath or something. Yes, it is, what do you call it, the dead end. This. Exclusive to the residents. Here. Right, and then we just do a bit of this. And when I say a bit, I mean like quite a lot. It's not necessary to do but I will upgrade this later maybe. And that will take care of it. Yes, and then we need to come through here. And onto there will be, yes, this will be much good. And such. And here, yes, here as well. You see, look, that's almost decent. Could even continue this. No. There. Yes, where is the shop? It's right there. So it's and this is an excellent spot for a bit of residential. Yes, and you can walk. Yes, this is good. This we pay for with the dollars. Yes. It's 10 million. It is again. It is burning a hole in the pocket. It's burning quite hot. Is it? Is what it is. Maybe there is a vehicle to be produced. Yes, I seem to have been over that before. Yes, and no. But the Transtars, I mean, those are pretty good. They are not too, not oversized and too big like the Peterbilts are. How much is it? If you will just refresh my memory here a little bit. We're just currently doing excavators here. Okay. That would be, what would we do? A tank, for example. 26 million. Okay. We can have the RNT 8GK here for 5.5 million. It's from France. Well, yes, of course it would be. Well, in their defense, it is very, very old at this point. Yes, but 26 million. No. I'm afraid not. 30 million. No, I'm afraid not. You cannot place a store finished vehicle. Really. I mean, it's a good thing then that we can simply have like more of these. One here. There's the one next to it. Yes, we'll never get the train in here. But that's we can live with. That we can live with. But we could get the train in from the other way. Maybe. Yes. The same way as you do the locomotives. This thing did not exist when this bridge was built. I don't think so. Oh, I hope not. But something like this. Yes, what is it now that is burning? It is a trolley bus depot in Huskvarna. Okay then. Yes, this is going to be... We're going to go from here. Yes, and even if we're not, paving the road for the moment, maybe it wouldn't hurt to try and do a nice road. This will actually be, after all, where we'll be driving out our finished vehicles. It should be a little bit more, Yes, something like that. Right, that's more of the things for you. How does one load up this on a flatbed from here? It's not possible. No. Well, it is possible, maybe, but very, very convoluted. If one were to drive a flatbed over there, that is too small to take one of the things. But then we need the flatbed parked inside the vehicle in order to be able to use this. You see, the target vehicle must be located in the same building. And I don't see how. We'd get the target vehicle in here without it loading up on something else or doing something. There's no way to do a selection when you transport from these places. And there you are, out on the street or road, causing chaos. But then again, if people would understand the concept of two lanes of traffic going the same direction without any oncoming traffic, yes, this would not have to be such a big problem. And also, if you looked in your rear mirror, you would have seen that someone was overtaking you, and it's very rude. And then you don't even go back into the right lane. What the hell is wrong with you? Are you turning here? Okay, they're all going here. Yes, they're causing a slight bit of traffic problems. Yes, but it's doing reasonably well. Yes, it's certainly better than what it would have been if it was not a two-lane dual carriageway, sort of. No matter how much we want it to be a motorway, it is not a motorway. But we can call it motorway. For us it is a motorway. For us it is motorway. Yes. Oh, you're going to build a space for vehicles already. Very nice. How did you end up here? Oh yes, you have increased now when we turned off coal. Very good. Oh, also maybe because this is running again. How could this? Yes, because you changed them around. You know what, we could use a few trucks as well. There is never anything wrong with having that around, except when you can't fit anymore in your place for the vehicles. Yes, why do you insist on keeping everything? We can always build more road vehicle depots, that's fine. That's why here, road vehicle depot. Yes. Or maybe I'll let you do this. Let's flatten out the terrain. I can't build you to infrastructure. And then we'll do here even. Yes, you can have. That's just not out there in the rail museum, rail yard thing. Let's not catch fire right now. If you just could not be doing that, that would be very helpful. Now we'll do a temporary a bypass. So here, an access road is what we'll do. And it will, whomever is going out there, it will take a whole lot longer. But you're not going out there unless you really need to, and the only reason you'd need to at the moment is if it was a fire. Yes, so let's hope there is no fire. That would also cause all the trains to leave, which is certain to cause all sorts of interesting issues. Yes. Okay, but did you get assigned? Yes, you get assigned to the construction office. Very good. That is going to happen eventually then. We cannot really, well, we can take out 2 trucks for now, just so they have some work to do. We can put the, I don't know, here, miscellaneous. Oh, you're finally getting here. Great work. Look at this now. I think that we could do some digging with our own bulldozers here. Excavators. Yes. Digging machines. Yes, grävmaskiner. Digging machines, yes. And they are not bad. They are very good. What should we do here? This is just demonstrating the efficiency of the diggers. Yes, we could dig this down again if to demonstrate it even further. But we're not going to dig it down. No, we're going to... but that will be enough. It's you ruining the view. Right, that is now an embankment of some kind here. Yes, it is protection for the nuclear power plants. Somehow. How much nuclear fuel we have now then? A few. 58 tons. I don't know where it all goes. I feel like that we are we're making it as quickly as we once were. Anyway, yes, you see it's already even complete, this second power line. Very nice. Then what we'll do is out here, about here, yes. This one, yes, you can be removed. And you won't actually be hooked up. Oh, we leave it there for now. This we can leave in. No reason to tear that down, but we sort of needed to follow it over here. Which one is it? You're never ever going to know which one it is. It is one of these. Yes, but this is not going to be conducive to mental health, you know, trying to track this down. Isn't it this one? Yes, but now we're doing the same thing all over again. Yes, it is this one. Where was it then? It was here. Here it is. Yes, here. Good. There we go. Now now there is a medium voltage connection available right there should we want it. What's going on here? What is this? Seriously, what is this? These are connected. Okay. But are you... and this, where does this go? Right. That goes out to there, I see. I see what you were doing. Although, it is all being fed. This is being fed through this. Isn't it? And that's not great. No. So what are you gonna do about that then? I'm going to replace it. Is what I'm going to do. We're going to have a little bit of an electricity outage here now, but it is for the better. Yes. Are you even without electricity right now? Yes, you are. Okay, then it's serious. These they have electricity. Yes, they get fed from there. It's yes, it's out here. Of course, this farm is without electricity. Yes. But we'll do all right. I think for a little bit we can be without it. Yes. Are all the buses now heading here? Yes, they are. How many people are there actually working here? Only 50. That's not that much. Not that many. Could we select the warehouse, please? Yes, if we click the warehouse. But we at least have a full stock of food here too. Very good. Yes, the food situation is finally stable. Knock on wood. Oh, the meat. The meat is also stable. Cheers. Yes, cheers indeed. We have 45 tons in the enormous storage here. It must mean that all of these are full as well. More or less, yes. And it was a long time ago that we managed to build up any sort of buffer here. But there we have it. Maybe the population could get going on growing then. Quickly rather than slowly, if they wouldn't mind. "61 workers without job." Is that so? Okay. 81 citizens were not able to get meat. I suppose it was your meat truck that I accidentally, a while ago. That was a few years ago. Although no one has had any meat, so you don't need to feel bad. Or singled out or anything. Refrigeration, 18 tons. Yes, 18 tons. That sounds that's good to me. From here, for example, or here. Yes, I think that one rather. Is that this one, right? Yes, it is that one. Switch meat storage, and you go to here. Load. Meat. Unload. Wait until unloaded. Launch. I just happened to have a refrigeration truck right there, where it was needed. Maybe it used to do that before. I don't know. There it is. Oh, you're empty. No, yeah, of course you're empty. You only go here when you're empty. I thought it was the food train. It looks exactly the same. After all. And this time you'll be able to get your get fully loaded here in no time at all. Very nice. Yes, it wouldn't so happen to be that we are getting, a little bit further on this. Well, it would so happen actually that we're finished. It would happen. Yes, we are getting here the few of these, 4 of those, and rubles. Tractor, please, or many. Like many of these. Many of these. Like 4. Yes. And you'll get the what shall I call it here? The covered house later on. I'm going to give you something to do first, because now you're working on another farm's fields. Well, at least what is intended, but I suppose you know best. That did not work. And there you go. Now you should have close. The harvesters went away here to do work somewhere. Here, yes, that's actually not that bad. Of a thing, because it will be a while before they're needed here. quite a while, even. And now we'll go to the vehicle industry here, and we'll take a few of the buses. Buses. Yes, these are buses for crops. Crop buses. Is that enough, you think? Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, no. One more. Close. And then 1. 2. 3. I think 3 is enough. Yes, this is a small field. Now, yet another one of these. Here. Load 100% of anything. There is actually, it is a little bit of a ways to go now, but there you go. It will be what it is. Here, I suppose, unload. Yes. And this. I want to set this onto this now. Did I just do that? No, there was no one there. But that's not possible. Because they need to be at road vehicles depot first. We also have them at road vehicle depots. You know, different ones, but same. 1, 2, 2. I think 2 is enough for this. Here on this end, you wait. It's a little bit important. Gonna regret it if I don't do 3. I think. Well, if you say so. I don't know, what did I just do? Nothing. I just forgot to name this one. Yes. This is a crop delivery 5. I think. Yes, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. There we have it. Again, you want to do this to 1 more. Here. Yes, 1 more. This one will do just nicely. Thank you. And you, no, but here, yes, come here. No, I didn't want to do it like that. I wanted to do here. Yes, this is a bit, you know, a bit with the fiddly things. This was this. Around with this, you know, lots of clicking and things going on. No, it's full. Everywhere is full. Yes, that's what we're buying new ones. And put them here. And this is now getting completely tangled up and messed up here with the vehicles. This is always going to end up like that anyway. It doesn't matter what you try and do. Sooner or later, when you're full of stuff, when you don't have enough space, you just have to put it wherever it fits. That's when you get into this situation. And that applies to many things. Many things it applies to. Well, okay, and here, how many of these have you made? Quite a few, in fact. Yes, I think that's what we should do. One cannot take, like, can one do this? Really? Okay, I suppose. But we already have quite a few, though, so we're good. But anyway, thank you. Go here to the factory, load, and then you can go here. Maybe you can. Yes, you can. The Polochevo small shopping center is open here for some reason. They have meat now. Very good. They should be happy. Happier. Then, yes. Where did you go? You're already done, or where did the train go? Or didn't I? Yes, it's out. Yes, okay. You needed a fuel up. It's not this one, you know. No, it ought to be coming around here somewhere. At some point. Not yet though. And not here. Neither. Can you not seriously find the fueling station? It's right here. Here it is. And where is the locomotive? There it is. Construction is going on again. We will never be finished. We're building up the realm. Something is confused. What is that? Oh. You are confused. You cannot go to road 1790. Oh, really? Yeah, you don't say. But then why are you trying to do road 1790 right now? Maybe we could do that later. When it's actually possible to get to it, you know. And then you would find it easier. Speaking of which, how is this? Oh my! This has gone quickly. This we knock up in like no time at all. Knock up. That's sort of not what you do to buildings. That's something different. That's what you get. 22 citizens cannot visit a pub. Are we... is Molna dry? No, it's not. I have to try a bit harder. It's not like it's very far away. Sports, you better get used to not having it. Culture, why you watch television? Well, yes, these are adult children. Recently, they have just moved out from their parents' house and moved into their own flat here. And that's why they're maybe a little bit confused about things, such as where to find the pub. But they will learn. This is utterly pointless, I think, nowadays. It goes up to here. Where does it go? To here? Yes, it's so people can work at the gravel processing plant. Yes, but I think people can do that anyway, you know. There are plenty of buildings here that are reachable. And also so they would work here. The question is now then, there are passengers here, and if we don't pick up the passengers from here, will they all be able to make it to the shop? You, for example. Maybe you have been No, you have not been surviving through riding the bus. What about... No, these ought to be all ought to be fine. What about you? Maybe it is possible to clean up a bit of the windows. As this one, they would die here eventually, or get tired, sick of it and move out. If we remove that bus, or just as I did there, deselected this. But maybe, just maybe, the bus here, yes, you don't need to pick up any workers from town. Don't load, just unload. Yes. Yes, indeed. Didn't I play this like 4 times already? And Sergei, it's most likely it's been played before as well. Yes, in that case, we get to hear it again. Are you, by any chance, where are you going? You're going to the petrol station to get petrol for your diesel-powered thing. Yes, you see, you Brits, that you make fun of the Americans because they say gas station. Because gas is, petrol or gasoline is not a gas, it's a liquid. Although gasoline, yes, gas can be short for gasoline. And also, you call it the petrol station. And it doesn't even have petrol. Doesn't have benzene. It only has diesel. So if anything, it is a diesel station, and diesel is much less volatile than actual petrol or gasoline or benzene or whatever you call it. Yes, diesel would not at all be appropriate to call gas. No, it doesn't evaporate away into a gas on its own. So much, very little. In fact, especially if you compare it to benzene. Benzene is gasoline or petrol. The fuel for ignition, spark-ignited engines, combustion engines. Yes, we would leave the subject of various fuels and how various people say them differently and what they call them. We could. I think it's been well covered for now. You wouldn't all be happening to be heading to the same place. Well, you're heading to one or two places. You're either heading to Molna or Hansasino, and of course you are. You see, it doesn't matter what you do. These are even going to completely different places, and they have like... wait a minute. Yes. There are 2 buses here. Yes, 3 even. Yes. And how many on this line? Well, at least there are... there are 4 buses in total on this line. And 75% of the vehicles on this line then is in the same... the bus station at the same goddamn time, för helvete. This is goddamn annoying, this thing, that they don't fix this. Or that vehicles do this. As they put in a lines system and then you start demanding things. Previously it wasn't, they were all independent vehicles. Yes, but it doesn't matter. It's annoying as hell, this. It is, in fact, very, very annoying. And how's it doing? Are you... yes, you're growing. You're growing too. It's all growing. Very nice. But you maybe should not be meddling in these fields. Then again, maybe it had been waiting for so long that the field requires workers or mechanism to harvest or seed. Is what it says here. Can we start doing it by hand, maybe? As we put in a bus stop here and drive people out here. Or not. No, we'll continue doing it by machinery. Meat, 48 tons. Steady. Very steady. Crops, 480 tons. Not quite as steady, but steady enough. Electricity, 230 volts. Oh, it's very good. Come on then. Yes, thank you. Yes, these are all the buses coming from Molna, I would think. You see, the first one is filled, the other two are not filled. Meanwhile, at the bus platform at Molna, there are people waiting. Yes. Yes, it is very, very annoying. Well, now that they have the lines system, maybe it would be possible to get, a timing thing in as well, or something, or allow a bus to wait for a bit longer at the bus stop. I mean, it could eat into people's traveling time. That's completely fine. It could eat into this. But if one could have the buses wait just a little bit longer, or just for a little bit, one could set them to delay. Yes, for maybe 30 minutes, 30 of their minutes here, or an hour, or 15 minutes, quarter of an hour or something. Wouldn't that solve many things? Yes, it would probably solve a few things. But we have nuclear power instead. Yes. We do, and we will get aeroplanes. Well, I won't complain when there are aeroplanes. If they work, yes, and if they actually add something, which so far the ships really haven't done. That now I'm being a bit harsh. Yes, I am being a bit harsh. Yes, the ships are lovely and all. They're just a bit stupid. Although supposedly they are better in this update, because now they go off the map to unload and things. The problem is just that in this map here that the game has so kindly randomly generated for me, there are no rivers. So we cannot use the ships really very much. I would love to be building ships, if nothing else. But here it is actually connected to the outside world, isn't it? Could we be selling ships? And the problem is that to buy the license for remember how much that is. It is so expensive that it is not even remotely. Yes, this is most definitely able to reach international waters. Yes, it is. Couldn't we build one out here? A big, ship dock? What do you call it? Dry dock. Shipyard. Shipbuilding facility. But this is just hopeless on a coastline like this. What? I need an excavator. You know how many excavators we have? Yes, but they are a little bit far away. Really? They are too far away from there. Okay. Well, then we're going to do it this way. Let's just not actually build the thing with the money. Just... Oh, you see, when you've done that, then it says that you can't build it on the water. Then we'll try here instead. No, you see, it's not going to do it. Here it is. Yes. We just need to find that exact same spot again. Like there. Something like that, yes. This is going to be a bit to build. A bit. Yes. A road. Hold right mouse button. I cannot do that, you know. Let's do this then. Too steep of an incline. Just how did you do this? Okay, I see what you've done here. But why? Okay. Fine. Fine. Do a bit of this. And see if that won't help. Yes, that would help. Yes, like so. And this doesn't have like a rail connection, does it? No, it doesn't. It only has factory connections. Yes, does it have like... what does it have? Other than this, you could see it more easily here. When you had this up, it only has these factory connections. Okay, and we're going to need to bring it all sorts of things. It's probably going to need plastics and what have you. Yes, it is. Plastics, fabric. Those are not on the railroad. They are not going to get on the railroad. Neither. They are going to have to be driven a little bit. Yes. And steel, it could either be trucked from Husqvarna over here, where we have steel storage, or... Oh, you're assigned already. Very nice. You could now actually be doing buildings as well here. And the other one, yes, you could actually be doing like everything. Nowadays, factory connections you could be doing too. I think that will truck everything from over here except for the plastics and fabric, which will truck from their respective originating places of origin here, which will be here and here, approximately. As you see, I hear this in the background here. This sound is not being made from a vehicle that is currently present. Here, it is somewhere else. It is very annoying. That also is very annoying. There are many annoying things about this game. The other annoying thing is that it sort of it tends to ease up all of your life. Yes, that's no good at all. We needed an electrical substation out here to get electricity for the thing. Yes, we do. And this means that we're going to break that up. No, it doesn't. It means that we're going to wait with that for a bit. One of these enormous ones. Yes, we make all the things for these. It's not really as if it's actually costing us a whole lot. And here there's a poor power line. But this is not there. It's also not very good. It's decent. It will do. Angle of connection is too short. Don't think so. There you go. To build and plan for it. There is 6,500 work days to build the dry dock. Okay. $8,888,309 in the bank. I think that we're gonna need like 100 million rubles or something to get the blueprints to buy the ship dock, the plans for the ship, because there's only one. If I wanted to find out before, we could do one of these, not a factory. No, it's a production line. Blueprint for boats. This building is right next to the, right by the construction offices here. It ought to be finished reasonably quickly, I would hope. Where are you going though? What else are we building up here? Oh, you were building the electrical connection already. That was quick. It tends to be quick when you have everything available. You see here, the concrete and the gravel is almost already on its way. At least they're going to get it. And this is no good. What are you doing here? Why are you standing around? Because we are taking the gravel from the wrong place. Yes, we are gravel. You get that from here. Yes, you do. Now I'm clicking this instead. When I want to build something, I do the opposite thing. Yes. I mean, this looks like a construction site to me. It has a crane, it has a thing and a thing. And, well, so does this. Even more of a crane it has. But this one. Yes, you get your gravel from this place. Should be much quicker. Was at this rate, I mean, 35 tons of gravel that takes, but you're not going to load full. But still, here 16 tons. That took a while. And this bus is taking workers to work at a building site. Have you gotten yes, you have gotten concrete already, but no gravel. Oh, it's that one. It's one of these. It's you. The blueprint for the boats. Meanwhile, radio station, 50% is usually what we seem to be doing. 90, I saw it. 89% rating at the television station. As this is having such an effect that we don't barely even need to feed the people. Maybe a little bit we need to feed them, but they are very happy. 28,000. We at this rate we will be back at the 30,000 mark in very little time. Oh, and this year we're actually about to turn over. It's the 30th of December. It's the 30th of December, and this year we have gone up. Especially lately here, I think that we have been increasing the rate. And not many escapes neither. Still 137 adults living with their parents. Where would that be now? Nowadays? Where would that be? List of the vehicles and the buildings, and here, say this one is not Kazinshad. It's not Husqvarna. It's definitely not on Saliga. It is Sejov. Molna still has 33 of them. It is actually Sejov. Well then, hello Sejov. I suppose you're getting a little bit of an expansion here. We either expand on Sejov or build somewhere else with auto relocate, get citizens from randomly selecting other citizens to move in. There we did turn over to a new year. Population statistics. Last year, this year already one person has escaped. You ingrates, what am I going to do? I don't know, but this is it. This is how I did. Such-wise, it's all pretty stable. Satiation is now stable as well. Very good. And therefore, we can have a look at the money things, economy things. Last year, it's not as good as it has been. It's usually quite blank here, but this year, yes, 18.5 tons of steel. Mechanical components, what was that? I don't remember. It was something that was built for some reason. That is not gravel. We have, yes, that will be footpaths. And we have exported vehicles for 1 million rubles. Exported bitumen for $19.7 million. Yes, we bought something to build there, whatever that was. Yes, it was an ambulance, of course. And if we try and make some sense out of these things here, domestic production and consumption. Yes, this is quite vehicle fuel, for example. Yes, 4,323 tons of diesel. Industry. Coal, nuclear fuel, 2.33 tons. Crops, 15,000 tons power. Coal or oil, what is it? Yes, I mean, it's all good, this, isn't it? Cement, 106 tons. How much gravel did we use? Gravel, where are you? There we are. 1,612 tons. That's consumption from the industry. If we look at constructions, yes, we can find here 770 tons of steel we used, and gravel 2,500 tons. That's more like it. And almost as much asphalt. Yes, we were building quite a few roads last year. Yes, that would be the Molna bypass and various other things. Boards, electrical components and bricks. Okay. Prefab panels, that would be the new houses in Molna. Yes. So you're getting a new tower block. It's just the way it is and the way it's going to be. Here. But if it would, I would gladly have it here, but that's not going to happen. What about something like this? This is going to happen. Yes, it's just very, or a little bit. There we go. And yes, we can do like a fan of these around here. Maybe. Yes, lovely. Come on, that you know you want to get in here a third one. We definitely want this. We all want the third one in here. Except it doesn't really matter. Oh. Yes, but it's not really a fan. What? It got smaller. Did you? Well, there we have it. I suppose something like this. Here you go. No, yes. I have to go down there too, and too sharp a turn, you don't say. And this isn't any use if we don't actually connect it to anything. Fine. Buy it. Yes, that ought to allow the adults living with their parents in Seov to start their own life. Yes, and we have to go. Where else could we expand on the thing? You see, this is how slow the street is to build. If I would have started with building the road without having this, these would not be finished yet. I would not even have started on this. How is the space situation? Yes, this is finished now. Yes, this is finished now. The Pride, please. The Pride. 156 million rubles. Well, you know, screw you. I'm having it. No matter what you say about that, the price. And how much is this worth? It's almost worth 1 billion rubles. So screw you and your 156 million rubles. Yes, we are going to build one of those. Yes. Eventually. Yes, we're going to do everything here in this series eventually. It's never going to end. So we've gone from, you know, tour train and end times to it's never going to end. Well, you know, it ends when you least expect it to. We're quite getting a little bit of vehicle traffic here now, quite a bit of vehicle traffic. Could you focus on one thing? Yes, the train. A train. Yes, we have a train for things of this nature, if you wanted to be doing that, like this one, for example. Yes, you go to here. Here is where you go. And you load vehicles. Atombränsleförvaringen, and this is rubles. Yes, it is. And then you go there. You don't go here anymore. You can go there now. And should we have one more train doing this, maybe? Yes, maybe we should. We have open wagons, I would think. Yes, we have a few open wagons here. We'll have a locomotive then. Somehow we'll have a locomotive here. I mean, if we were allowed to have... Okay. Yes. Thank you so much. And there you go. And maybe you should go and do your thing here too. To the railway production line. No, but to the space for vehicles. I would like to get the open hulls, open wagons out of here. Is that the second one then? Yes, it is. There I wanted to load and skip this. Nothing. Nothing for the moment. Go and start by going here. Why don't you? Not unload, just load. And then, yes, you're going into this one. Very good. But don't tell me that you needed fuel too. No, you didn't. Why? What are you doing then? Come on, turn around. Oh, you are turning around now. Did you really need to do that? Yes, you did. Of course you did. It's up here. That's a good thing. This is a bit madness here. With all of these things, but it's at least possible to get everywhere from everywhere. That's the main thing. Don't leave the locomotives and only get those then. Well, very good. Thank you. And it will do a loop again here. Yes, it will. What was it? 160 million rubles that we needed. As the train has been. Where is it? Money bringer. Yes, you don't even know it. You know, how much is it now worth? This is worth 128 million rubles. Is what this is worth. I don't think that we need a second train for this. No. But here we are. $128 million rubles in one train. Yes, and now it went very silent. We can only hear the engine working. There we go. 128 million rubles. I mean, next time, how do I get you to not load like 100%? Well, you're going to the railroad to load up on those things next on the wood. So that will be fine. However, I don't quite know how to do this because we only need a little bit more. We could put fewer wagons on it. Fewer wagons? That doesn't sound like a good solution. No, I think that what we'll do is we'll do this for the bulk of it. And then we'll also take some vehicles. Yes, you'll be done when you'll be done. It's not that exciting. It's just nuclear fuel. It's just 128 million rubles or $127 million rolling down the line there. Come on, would you... Yes? Very... No, please, one more. No. Really? No, I suppose not then. Okay. You go to the space for the vehicles. It's not as exciting as this is. I admit, and such. And then you go here is where you go. And you start, of course, also. Yes, hello. I'm thinking if we can trap this train in here for a little bit. Let's see the money go up here now quite quickly indeed. Yes. There we go, 130 million. Okay then. No, I'm not going to be able to trap it in. Stop. No, it's too convoluted. Wanted to see if we could get use of any more of these, but we cannot. I'm going under the electrical lines, and I suppose we only have Western vehicles, right? So they ought to pay off quite decently in the rubles. Yes, they would. How many of these tankers were you thinking of getting? Don't know exactly, but we have a few of them now. Yes, we cannot rearrange here. We have enough, even, I would think. I would say. We could even do if you do this, and then you go to this railway production line this time. Yes. You don't need to go to the other places. This way you're still going to go. Unless I remove them, or unless I do... maybe I could do this. After here you go... Which depot was it? Not that one. You go into this depot. It's all... the depot is always added last. Yes, it makes sense. Maybe we could ask you to move to this stop after that you have loaded up there. Yes, we could. You're going back to the rail yard, very good. And you are still heading for the vehicle industry. Where are you going? Where are you, rather? You haven't made it yet, you're waiting. Now you're fueling up, that's what you're doing. Here you are. Yes. And yes, now we can do one more if we would like here. An enormous thing. Yes. As enormous as the other one. Yes, and we'll even have, we can have, but no, not one more, I don't think. No. What did you just close down? I think there was... I don't know what it was. But this one. What you're doing. You do this too. Launch and but go here immediately. And then you'll take a right. No, you're not taking... Oh, you cannot go. It's not possible to go like that, is it? But no, it isn't. That is what you want to be able to do here. But where do you choose to turn around? You went this way, so you must be planning on turning around in here, I suppose. Where do you turn around? Yes, you do it in there. No, that area really is only for new trains and the depot traffic. But I suppose, since it's green and all, you can go. Oh, you did an illegal turnaround in there, didn't you? Because it is not that quick to go around all of this and go in here and do that. No. And did a shortcut on it. Really on medium. Okay, come on. Yes, come on. Here is the train that was worth 128 million rubles. Yes. How much will the vehicle train end up being worth here? How many of those will we need to send? I don't know quite yet. Where is it? It is waiting over there somewhere. Yes, it's waiting here. Yes, it will have to wait there for a while, and we will have to find the resolution to what's going on when we resume, which we will do very soon. And we resume like that, like here. Yes, just like that we resume. And what was we doing? Yes, we were the vehicle exporting thing. Oh, it's empty here. 140 million. Okay. We might need to do a few then, I suppose. How many millions was it before? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. 100 and export of resources, nuclear fuel. 127,000 rupees. Nice. And 8 tons. Yes, 8 tons of material for 127. It's quite valuable, that thing. And vehicles, 10 million is one train worth. Okay, it will take a little time then to do. You know what we'll do then? Then we'll do this. Excellent. In fact, here, yes, we can have use for you. Money bringer, yes, do what your name is saying that you do, and go here. Yes, and that. We shall also find this one. Have I missed? Yes, right. What I'm pondering here. Yes, sorry for the confusion. If we should keep this in, not this though. No, but and have it stay there. And yes, I think that what we'll do is this. After the customs house here, you will go to the same one as this one, which I believe was this one. Yes. A medium, radial medium. Yes, it was. And you too load up on the wood and you wait until loaded. You do that after the customs house. Yes, building is on fire. Storage in Molna. No problems. No problems. It's a bit funny that the nuclear fuel storage burnt down. And that it didn't actually seem to have any effect because the area around it was already completely irradiated. I suppose, or something. Or it didn't get any worse. Maybe you can get rid of the nuclear waste by having the storage it is in burned down. I don't know. Cheers. And the train, is it heading here? Yes, it is in fact heading out. Oh, it has Mercedes. 8.808. Yes, this is some random number theory confirmed here, because we actually have the same amount almost of dollars in the bank account. It has not moved. 8,880,000, 8,888,000. What do you know? Anyway, that's we'll soon get there at this rate. This is what we'll do. Although this train is a bit inferior, I think, because it is a little bit short, is it not? And, I mean, do you want to grab any of these before they are taken out? I mean, a digger, an excavator is always something that is nice to have. Trucks, if we have room for it, I suppose. Then the ambulance to that, yes. Are they finished? Yes, they are. Okay, truck. You go there, truck also there, truck there, truck. Personal car? No, God damn it. Yes, again. Close. Yes, over here. This here. Another truck. Yes, you also go. And this one, it was, right? Yes, it was. This one cannot... oh, it has been loaded onto the train already. The train got it. It was mine. God damn it. The train took it. They didn't leave any for me. Damn it, my Mercedes. Well, it's a good thing we have, we can make more, but... Yes, there we have it. Another train leaves here. And you got the ambulance as well. Damn you. 10 million rubles. Yes, is it such that it is when we are... Something is... No, I was thinking, checking if it is the rail yard here that is causing the severe frame rate to drop, but it is not. It is simply that the game is quite... Train aggregate loading in Sarajevo. It is a bit loaded here at the moment. This rather not burn down, you know. I know it is a ways of away, but you have paved street nowadays. Are you? Where are you? Fire brigade. That will be buses. No fire trucks coming to deal with fire, it says. Do not read. It is too far away. Oh, crap. That is a write-off then. Could we get there anywhere closer? Well, if we tear this down and do a road in here, yes, but that's... I suppose this is a write-off then. That is not going to be easy to put back in. But there are certain gaps here in the road network, such as here, for example. I mean, why give up? Come on. It's important we get this as short as possible. Yes. Too sharp of a turn. No, it's not. But it's more than getting it as short as possible is, of course, also getting it actually done. That didn't help. No, your range What is your range? I have to do that. No. Not quite. This, if we break this down and do... you're panicking now. Or just doing silly things, this is not going to help. You're better off just accepting it. And even if, at this point, as you see, it didn't make it anyway. And now we're just going to have to do this again. No. Unfortunately, this is the end of the train aggregate loading thing in Sarnakova. And the really not fun thing about that is that we really need it, you know. Yes, we do. And this is not really very simple to. It's just not something you. There you go. It's back in. But still, it is not connecting, or not close enough. This might get to be close enough if it was a paved road. Yes, I think it would. Where was this? Wasn't this going anywhere useful? Yes, it was going somewhere useful once upon a time. Once upon a time, it went to the rail construction office, which suffered the same fate as will this thing. And we really should get, a better road out to here. And we do have a good road, but it is a dead end, sort of. It's not quite finished. Or maybe now we can do this. We can upgrade all of this since we have those. Yes. Yes, something else is on fire. Should we go watch the poor thing burn? Yes. Oh, God damn it. This is no fun. It will be a lot of work before we're back with gravel on the railroad. Oh, there it goes. At least we were here to watch it burn this time. And not as with the nuclear thing. I really regret that we missed that. Yes, the game was unattended at the time. Yes, it's what happens when you leave it unattended. It does that to you. But we go back. Yes, here road. And we try and do something here, maybe. But this is not... Okay, fine. I don't know what good you think that this is going to do, but maybe if they can get... The main important bit is this bit. As we're going to try and make this as short as possible here. Yes, okay, we need to do this again. And it will not, by any stretch of the imagination, you not go in where the other one was. It just won't. We need to relay the track, some of it, anyway. It's not as if it would just plump there. No, that doesn't happen. not here. So I suppose we'll erase a bit of the track then. And that, a bit of that as well. Here we go with the... yes, we can find it in here as well. Train aggregate loading. Yes, this is severe infrastructure. This really is severe infrastructure. This is serious business. That track there does not look like it would be very cooperative in the means for forms ways of hooking up to or with, for that matter, neither. This, yes, you would comply. And here as well. Very nice. Or very nice is, you know, I see something else here. This should be removed. No, apparently not. No. Why do you not want to be deleted? If we do it this way, no, you are very much struggling against my will here. Yes, and now we have that bit. It's missing. We might as well. It isn't that bad actually, because this is being rebuilt. No. What is happening here? This doesn't look right, any of it. Oh, no, make it right. Yes. If we're redoing this, we might as well. You know, they're already from here, they're coming off at an awkward angle if you want to get in there. This is more like it. Well, it's not perfect, but it will do. Yes. Domsaliga fire station. Maybe we should have a fire station, a second fire station, or we should have it in a different spot. Because things out there seem to burn down a lot. And we also tend to have things of value out there. Yes. We could build one out here, even, because we are shipping people out here on a regular basis. Yes. Why not have one out here? Could have done this a long time ago. It's equipment for the infrastructure at this location here. Yes, here, fire station. Wouldn't it be nice if... Oh, we have all the money now. We have stop exporting, stop the export. It's maybe already the case that they stop at the rail yard. This is not where the rail yard is, but the rail yard is here. No, they do not stop at the rail yard. Stop it. Stop wherever you are and whatever you're doing. If we could select this, the rail yard. Yes, thank you. All related vehicles, money bringer, and this. Oh, you're heading here. Ah, it is the case then. Yes, you wait, and you're just arriving. In fact, excellent timing. Although we missed out on the possible opportunity to see them both at the border. Maybe even queuing. In our imagination, they queued gloriously by the border post. Okay, so now we have money to buy. Maybe just about. What if we don't? Then I find some old truck to sell or something. You know, it's here somewhere. Yes, it's here. It is. The Pride, 151. Oh, it was 150, not 160. That's very nice. That was a lot of money. There, spent, well spent, I have to say. Yes, you will see it when this is completed. It is actually they've gotten to work on it. 7 million rubles remain. 6,000 workdays. Okay, and 206 tons of steel. But this is nice. Again, all the machinery that we got here, that we have sitting around here, is put to use. But we're not putting a dent in any of the resources, which is also good. Is this a problem? No, it's not a problem, it's just traffic. Yes, gone are the days of the immense traffic problems with the trains. Well, immense, it is when we have been trying to... Oh, here they are using the new stuff. When we've been trying to do construction, you know. That this is quite something. This is quite a spectacle here. And you're queuing all the way out there. Yes, I suppose you are. Yes, it's not optimal, but it is good enough. But if... oh, I don't have a signal here. I mean, because you'll fit in there, won't you? Between here and there. I mean... No, you won't. But is it the problem that you're blocking there? No, hardly. Not at all. We'll just move this a bit in this direction. It's a problem in the sense that you cannot pass. Yes, if you wanted to. But if you couldn't, then you would be waiting out there anyway. As it doesn't really do either to or from this. Oh. Now, why did you do this? It looked better before. It looks broken, even though it isn't. It looks broken to look at this. Yes, but if the thing is that since this is a change signal, if this is red, they will not go in here. No, but then it will be green and they will go in here and then it will be red from somewhere else. But there you go. That's also a way to do it. You could go. Why are you not going? Oh, you're also going in here, of course. You don't need to pause. Anyway. This is exactly illustrating my point here right now. Because before the time it makes it here, I think that some other train will have made it onto here. Will it not? Yes. It's even the same train coming back out. Where are you going now? You're going to Katzincha. Okay, then you will go old line, I think. As you will. But yes, remember, this needs to be rebuilt. And let's see, how much gravel do we have? Up here, for example. Not here. This is not, they are self-sufficient on gravel. It's here that we need it. 1,600 tons. I mean, yes, there is no rush really with this. It's fine. Yes, we will be fine. Yes. The fire station eventually. And what are you? Oh, you're working on this. Oh, very good. You just need a little bit of workers here, and you'll be good. And yes, that's what's coming. There you go. Although they will not finish today. No, we're gonna need another bus. Yes. Is it really that bad in De Saliga? No. But the 40-28, they cannot work because there is no kindergarten. If they would have worked at the existing kindergarten, there would be more spaces at the kindergarten, and that would help. But we could have a second kindergarten. Here it feels like it's but I don't think anything has burnt down in town. Here, no. Those village houses, they are not flammable, inflammable. But doesn't that mean flammable? Or you don't you say that about things that are... No, you don't. You're not supposed to, I suppose. I don't know. But it reminds me for some reason to put on some music and do equipment for citizens. No. What was it? It was something that we were supposed to have here. What was it? There's something else is on fire. A row house in San Assassino. A kindergarten is what it was. Yes, there we go. Like that, maybe. Yes, like that, maybe. Quite possibly exactly like that. We shall see what happens. De Saliga kindergarten too. So far they haven't done anything. No, they haven't had much time. If we wanted them to start immediately, we could do that, maybe. Or it is far-fetched, I don't know. Does the kindergarten have a parking space? As you see, clicking right correct button here. Oh, you could do it. But it did not auto-find it. Or perhaps I didn't wait long enough. Are you using this shortcut? This is the point where you decide it's no longer worth it. Yes, I realize it is a bit of a stretch to go all the way there, but that's what's the point of this road? Yes, the point of this road is to get people out of here and onto here because they go to work up at the either the iron mine or the oil refinery or chemical industry. Yes, something like that. I mean, here seems like somewhere where you'd like a shortcut maybe as well. Just in case, I mean, if we do this, for example, and then see if someone uses it, overlaps with existing construction. That did not really hook up. Now it hooked up. Really, there wasn't a flatbed that you could have ridden on. Maybe not. This is a bit of madness for you here with the construction and the road paving and everything that's going on. But I tell you this place won't burn down again. That's for certain. And we forgot about one thing. Yes, and it's not here, but it is somewhere around here. It's here. Somewhere around here. Yes, let's just have a look. No iron. No iron. What? Katzinchad järnmalm. Okay. Are you quite well there? Iron mine and everything. Not sure you are. Let's try and make a mental note of coming back to that. You cannot store or export prefab panels. That's fine. Because it is here. We have one of those. Very nice. Because this is the big one. Yes, this is a big one. Down to down here we want to be building things. And I think that we could be sending no, they won't be able to get to these. They might later on through the building. Yes, through the building, I think they will. So we'll add this. And it will do 2 trips and then it will be done. And then we can add those as well. When this is finished, which will be a whole lot longer than those 2 pieces of railroad track. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure about it. Yes, pretty sure about it. Dum 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 da dum dum da da dum. Yes. And the thing. But I'm sorry, I'm losing my mind slightly. It's slipping away. I did do one of these, but I'm going to do one more just in case. So if I'm quiet, also it works better. Yes, the mind is starting to slip back into consciousness here. What are you doing, for example? Little train, 40 tons of electronics. You have, yes, we're keeping them well supplied. Which is nice. Certainly nice. This road business is not very good though. No. But you were thinking correct here when I think this was by accident, but that we didn't do any more than to the warehouse. Because that would have cut them off from the food and the drink and the clothing and the electronics too. But I think that the food and the clothing is what is most important. Food and clothing will take a long time before it gets to be a problem, but when it does, it is a problem. There are many. You got to say yes, and okay, there are no long distance buses in here now. That might... No, it does not explain why there are so few workers in the iron mine. You see, I remembered. Yes, that means we're going to the iron mine up here. This is not the iron mine. This is a livestock farm. And I'd say that we have plenty much caught up with the meat consumption now, and we could turn one of these down a bit, quite a bit, in fact. Not off, but down. Right. And Yes, iron mine. The iron mine that's over here. Why so few workers? Maybe it was a temporary situation, but no. This is usually full or close to it. Something is up. Here, Mars 305. The ore from Polochevo bus station, medium, version 2. Are you sad or something here, Polochevo? No, you're very, very happy, but it's not a more enormous amount of people living here. 2,000. Yes, but still 2,000. I don't see why. Okay, there are a few buses. Steel mill. Are there any more doing this? No, there's only one. No, this one is doing the exact same thing, but it has slightly different orders. And it is also not in traffic. Polochevo bus stop 2, I think that's the meat industry. Yes, I think it is. Chav B13. Pjedansk. Yes, that's down there. Okay. We sort of need all of this. Yes, we do. It was this one that... Yes, that's the meat thing again. But this is another one for the steel. Is it not? Yes, we have two. Going for the steel mill. And I think that the steel mill is quite well supplied from other places. Yes. So one of these, where did it go? Malmbrytarna. Yes. Malmbrytarna. Is this one? Is it not? But we'll set line. It's not possible. I suppose that is the one then that we already have it on. What? Wait a minute here now. More workers, yes. Before you disappear. Yes. We're going to take you. Or did I already do? No, I did not. This. Oh, you can make a final delivery here. This time. There you go. Now do this instead. I will see. We'll see. Is allvaret, are you not alright? Yes, you're plenty alright. In fact, you have 2,700. That's lots. You know. There are even workers waiting here. Plenty, in fact, of workers waiting here. This is not going. I was hoping it wasn't. What are you doing? Allvaret, and you're going to the steel mill after you've been to the petroleum thing. Petroleum work line. Yes, we could put like a steel / iron thing onto here. That's what we could do. Create new line. Go here. And then go here. And this is a bit torturous for those here. But there you are. That's what we want to do. And you unload Not load. But unload most. 69%, say. And then if there are any left, you unload those at steel mill. Yes. And here you do not unload. Yes, there we have it. And this is yarn, steel, and iron and steel. This is allvarligt, yes. Yes, allvarligt järn och stål. It's the iron and steel from allvaret. Yes, that's what it is. We go here. Do we not? No. Not quite, but close. We go here. Buses. There should be... Oh, we're starting to run out of buses. Wouldn't you know it? 2 of those we need. Yes, we start them at the same time. It doesn't make any difference, as has been shown and experienced here many times. Yes, how's the shipyard doing? It's a shipyard. Yes, we never thought we'd have that, but here we do. It's missing concrete. Don't tell me that you've run out of gravel. No, no. We have plenty of gravel. What's your problem then? The problem is simply transportation, an issue of transportation. It's coming. And have you thought about getting workers out here? It is quite an important piece of the puzzle. Yes, what we're going to do is we're going to build a new road. And I think that actually if you do it like this, that you build one of these first, you can then upgrade it in one swoop, or at least far fewer than it would otherwise have been. When you want to build, when you want to pave it, you know. And here is some old road. Can we remove that? No, we cannot. It's not some old road. This is what they use to get fuel. All the fuel that is consumed in Husqvarna is transported on this road. So don't you shame it or say anything bad about it. Where are you going with this then? We are transporting people. After all, if we could do something very clever here, go up and over, without caving in the railroad. Not sure about if it's possible to accomplish the last bit there, but let's see about that. And of course it has to be night right now. Yes, this is one of the rules of the game. Whenever you're doing something that is complicated and risk caving in your railroad, for example, it has to turn dark. Yes, let's see about that. A road. Do you remember what it is you're doing? Yes, we're getting workers out to the dry dock. Okay then. Carry on. And this. If you could... This is a road. This is not a poor road. This road may well serve as the hookup to town. I have a feeling that there is a bit of a clunk when you go over there. But that's the way it is. And if you come down to about here, it overlaps with something. Is there an electrical wire in the way? No. It is, but it doesn't look to me like it is, but it obviously is. Whatever you think about it, it is. That's what it is, but okay. Yes. There we have it. I come out about there, and that we plan in, and then we actually take this back a little bit. There are a few electrical wires here. Quite a few electrical wires here. Is it not? What's this? It overlaps with existing construction. No, it does not. Hello, it is possible to build a road underneath one of those. Yes, it is, most definitely. But it is cutting in through to it there, maybe a bit too much. Okay, where do you go? Yes, this. You know what? I'm going to pay for this bit, because the only way to rebuild it is to tear all of it down, and I don't feel like doing that very much. So that would be 17,000 rubles. Thank you very much. Yes, and now we go and test out this theory. Up to there, yes, that's certainly a good chunk. But here are some other infrastructures in the way. Whether you like it or not, it is. Okay, so there are some limits on the length, but it is pretty, and it's pretty forgiving as well. We could have made this just, and now it doesn't matter if you do that or not. Now it's going to be a yes, but here, like so. Why would you go? Okay, is it full here? Yes. No, you cannot wait until unloaded, because there's only one parking spot. And the people of Husqvarna want their meat, and they will not get it eventually. So here we have the road out to the dry dock, and here there will be a bridge that the workers will get to go on. And this, I can see now that this is not going to be nice. And you have question marks. That's because you can't get to this road or something. the moment, anyway. But yes, you are empty and you don't have a place to go. And I think it will be a little bit before you have. Well, actually, it's coming along. As you see now, this one is confused, but we arrived just in time for it to be confused, by the way. But before we let it go, and we know we can't let it go, we tell it to do this if it doesn't already do it. And we must let you back out of here somehow. First of all, about here, yes, there is a stop on traffic right now. Everything might be very confused. I wonder where they'll be confused, if they'll be confused when they get here or where they are currently. That might have been really stupid. Let's work quickly then, if it was, in fact. Let's remove this and remove this, and you can back out onto here. In your own time. I don't think it will. I think that we need to provide a full path for it. Yes, we do. Oh, you got to here before you got confused. Oh, never mind then. And we'll have this back. Then I suppose you'll have to wait until this is finished, and then, I mean, we can pretend that because it has plenty of stuff on board, we can pretend that it built this thing. Yes, and then it can go home and come back and do this. Yes. Because it actually, yes, it has all the stuff it needs to build that thing. It just can't quite work like that. And that will be pretty soon, actually, that can happen. This is about to be finished. 250 workdays left. So that's not bad at all. Are we just going to wait it out? I think that we are. I mean, what are we going to do with this? If you're just waiting, that we could get in a bit closer and watch it being finished here. The road isn't finished. No. Actually, it is. Why did the bus not take that road then? It's a silly bus. Or there is something else wrong with the road up ahead that we're not privy to at the moment. Will you finish that, please? Yes, in that case we might as well have pretend that it has managed to find its way there now. Yes. Now we have so many things here. We get rid of a bit of things. There we have it. It's finished. Because now that here is what we pretend is now happening. That yes, you go that you want to build that, and you figure it out. I can go and build this thing. Isn't it lovely? But no, you can't, because you won't. We want both of these on your to-do list, by the way, and this one too, eventually, but the road connection does not exist. Not yet. But this, yes, we pretend that you managed to go through here and build this. Like that. That's how it happened. And then you found your way home. You see, it all worked out. And now there's somewhere for you to go. Oh. What? How did this happen? This is not supposed to happen. What have you changed recently? This, of you stupid person. This is now an entrance to an enormously complicated block. It needs to be a chain signal. God damn it. Yes, if anything, you could have a regular one here if you want the train to stand in there instead, but not the other way around. Now the train can stand up to that point, yes. Great, but this is not very conducive to flow. If you have it like this. And if you turn around as well. Let's not forget about why we're here. It is to get this train and to give it a purpose again, or somewhere to go. Yes, that place would be here. At the train aggregate loading place, you do not unload. Why would it have that as a default? Gravel. There we have it. You're going eventually. And it's all signaled up and ready. Oh, this road is not finished yet. 72 workdays remain. Yes. Rolling asphalt. Are you one of those silly ones that don't have a roller? You only have a paver, do you? Should we buy you a roller then? Yes, we should buy you a roller then. Or two. We cannot buy two. It's full. Then one will suffice. Yes, this is done. 1.6 tons of gravel is available at this moment, and at future moments 1950 tons at least are available, and at even further moments in time 145 tons and so on, in that fashion. And then yes, and so on, we get the point, yes, from the quarry, you know, and so on. But then eventually, but it doesn't seem to run out. And the quality of source is 93%. Yes, it's very pure stone that we have found here. Very pure stone. Yeah, it's cheers for the stone. The farm out here now is that's all done, right? Isn't it? It should even be producing the 5th farm here. It is a very long, this one. But it appears to be working. Yes, you are loading up on crops, and here comes an empty one, just as you're leaving. Excellent timing. 115 tons of crops. You don't say. And you know, really the best place to see how we're doing, crops-wise, is of course over at the storage area. And since it is a sunrise, we are taking the scenic route. It's about here is where we want to go. There we have it. 1,240 tons. Yes, we have to let go of that. 1,250. It's very much on the rise. Very good. Such as the sun is on the rise. So this is what it takes to feed a kingdom, a realm, a kingdom. Yes, of 29,000 workers, people. 3 adult children in all of the realm. I suppose that means that the new buildings out here in Sayov are finished, and indeed they are. Where are we now? Yes, here we are. Although 4 workers, yes, I suppose there are many workers waiting here. Yes, I don't think you could drive workers from here to work at the food industry. We don't need more people in the food industry, do we? No, but the iron industry actually needs more workers. And is it really that much further than it is from Hansasino? You know, we used to drive the steel and the prefab panels and everything for this. Yes, and the steel that is in these very poles here. Yes, we used to drive from down in Valkavysk, the steel mill, on gravel roads. It took forever, and now you're considering the possibility of driving people down there. No. It might not be completely impossible, but we're not going to attempt it. There are no workers here. Are the workers on this one? Yes, 12. Yes, they are all without job. Not all, but they are well suited for when it comes to job opportunities. Certainly. And they're out of chemicals. What else is new? That the nuclear fuel industry is out of chemicals. So how much nuclear fuel do we have left here after that spending? 50 tons. Okay. Yes, we sold 8 tons, didn't we? Yes, there is a bit left if we would need another cash infusion. They use this, always seem to be waiting for the concrete. Yes, it's because they were pouring the concrete. And how many concrete things do we have here? 2. At least 3. 2 really big ones and 1 decently big one. And the problem is that we have 90 workers and 4 cranes at this work site. So even if you have a real big truck, concrete truck like that one, they use it up quite quickly. Yes, look at this one, a regular sized one of 11 tons. Yes, it does not have time to leave the construction site before it stops. I don't think. Okay, it left. That's about it. They got about 50 meters away. And well, by the time the road is finished, and which would have allowed this to drive a bit quicker, this will be finished, I think. And here we can see an enormous concrete truck arriving. And yes, it does not last them long. Well, now there are only 16 workers left, so yes, it lasts them a bit longer. 3,500 workdays left. But damn it, this is a lot of work, this. Yes, this. But, and that's quite a steep thing. Oh, you know what else we could do here? This. And train diesel station in Oskarshamn. Oh, that's... you won't even have time to blink. The fire brigade is on the case. It's about the fire engines. Wouldn't that be nice to be building our own fire engines? We're still building excavators here. Okay then. Those, I don't know what to do with them, but there we have it. Fire thing. Fire truck. Yes, is there any alternatives? Are there any alternatives? This is what you want to do. A forklift. No. It's still not that. It's still this one. Well, which would you have then? A21, 95 kilometers an hour. That's quicker than that one. It has a small engine. It can't be good. Look at this. Which one's the most expensive? I'm not really that keen on any of these. I mean, this is the one I buy usually. This is very slow. 87, 95, but speed level 5 and speed level 9, that's a lot more. Yeah, but then again, it's really only to, you need to get the workers out mostly. Yes, it's how difficult does it have to be? This one is the one you want. Oh, apparently. Yes, apparently. Yes, there we have it. So we are building old fire trucks here from the 90s. Is when they were last on the market, but that's all that we got. Apparently, yes. I don't need to keep checking in on the dry dock. It's going to take a little while longer than this to do, I'm afraid. That's part of the thing here. It's something is not right with this. No, maybe it is a bit more right. 172 workers. A bit more than we need. This is not even what's the asphalt. 500 kilograms of asphalt. That's for the substation. Yes, and since we have distribution offices, we don't need to build a road cargo station or anything here. We'll just distribution office everything, except for steel. Will we though? Because it is really far away. Yeah, it is really far away. We'll not do the distribution office. We'll do a road cargo station if possible. Road cargo station. Yes, I mean somewhere like here would be ideal. You cannot build due to infrastructure. Which infrastructure are you referring to? Oh, the dock itself, I think. So now here you need this. Yes, where is it? Yes, there it is. And now it's not possible to build that thing anymore. Yes. Come on. No, this is going to fight. This is going to put up a real fight. This is not going to go easily. But if we were to do that to start off with here, then maybe we could convince the terrain to allow us to do this. Too long? Too long? Well, no. I can't quite be bothered then with this for right now anyway. No, what we'll do is we'll build a road vehicles depot or something, or a construction office or anything out here. A construction office is more flexible. That's what we'll do. And we'll not do a fancy road. It just takes as long as the rest of the thing does to build. Just do a mud path. That will be fine. A dirt road, I should say. Yes. If it is indeed a dirt road, it's since it takes absolutely nothing to make these, I suppose it is just letting them know that yes, you can drive here if you want to. How long have you been standing here? You're waiting for something else to arrive, workers, for example. Yes, it's not necessarily a bad thing or a problem in and of itself. This. Oh, look at this. They're actually working. And but no, the bridge they haven't gotten to yet. They are still working on this bit. Okay. Yes, there was in fact one thing that had not yet been explored here, and that was shipping. So now that we have the dry dock, they supposedly have fixed things here. Pumping harbor. A pumping harbor. Harbor for aggregate unloading. Harbor for aggregate loading. Yes, this is quite serious things. Pumping harbor. Okay. Yes, if we wanted to do this, where is the railroad? Because the railroad is there. We cannot build this building on the water. Some parts are required to be in water. Seems like we have done this before. And want this. It is like a real steep shoreline here. Yes, it is very, very steep. Right? That's why it will be impossible to... can't build it on the water. Okay. Yes, but getting a road is not maybe going to be... Yes. A road may not be the easiest thing. Why do we want this again? Well, we are building a tanker. We could sell the tanker. We could load it up with some form of petroleum product. Yes, we could. But then you need. Well, we wouldn't actually need this, but we could have it. Yes, it's a storage. Yes, large oil storage with loader. Yes, you see. Where are the outputs for the thing? It is one output, and it is unfortunately pointing. Okay, it doesn't matter. It will be fine. Still not possible to do this. Okay then. That's not good. It raised it up a lot in the end. That will need the rail. No, but stop. Cancel contract as I almost got a whole lot of it there, but no, it's fine. Railway. I should be very careful here now with what you're doing. Yes, would we want it to be what are you doing now? No. Yes. Would we want double here? You know, one risk with this is that trains, silly trains, that is, going on the main line would get the idea to go in here. And also, I think that this part of the main line is one way nowadays, just to force the trains to take the route, the gratuitous routes. That may be the case. What did you do? God damn it, I clicked the wrong button. Ugh. Yes, does it serve any use to let it run? Yes, it will at least cause some havoc and chaos on the railroad. In fact, it may, just in case if this is indeed one way nowadays, which it may well be, then it will cause quite a lot of stir. Quite stir is what it may cause. Yes, I'm sorry about that. Terribly sorry, in fact. But it was only a little bit. Although the railroad was not just a little bit, it was quite a bit. The road connection does not exist. Oh, you see, it is one way. Although we can make it two-way. Here. It should be a rather simple matter. As here it is already prepared. It's just that here. You see. And here. And here. And this, I don't know why. It used to be, it will be very much use right now. Do you have any more? No. Oh, then you already figured it out. As you did. We're going to need help from Oskarshamn also. Yes, Oskarshamn is all the way over here. Yes, hello. Yes, you still have workers in here, very good. Because we need you to help a bit up here. With this one and with this one. And you know, this is also going to need electricity. like everything tends to do that is supposed to do anything. And we haven't gotten very far on this, but we're going to need to cancel a bit of electrical wire here and put in one of these. Yes, one of these. And a little bit of a road here to connect it, yes. And then one here, infrastructure, yes. That one, this one, here, yes. Get it done eventually. And come over here. And somewhere around here. You need flat terrain. You're not having it. That's too far away from the thing that we're trying to power. You can't build due to infrastructure. Here you can. That's really a terrible place for it though. If we do this then, could you? I don't think that we can have it underneath the high voltage line. No, of course not. And there it is, too far away. How difficult should this be? About that difficult. Yes, here, yes, come over here and come over there. And this also needs a road hookup. Are we really going to cheap out on the road to this one? I don't know, this is getting a bit too much at once here, I think. Plan that in. It might be this song that is unnerving me in some way as well. Maybe it's soon finished. There it is, finished. Oh lordy ho, this is how long? Okay. Yes, this sort of got a bit sidetracked, this one. Didn't it? Because we were done again, and then, what the hell? Dry dock, and now apparently we're building a pumping harbor, and oil. To export, why? We're not going to use this. No, I don't think that we are going to use this. But this, yes, we are going to build a ship. The ship could serve as an eternal storage for bitumen. Like a bitumen sink, where we could just pour all the bitumen into. And then eventually, when it got full, 19,200 tons, I think it is, it will sail off. Yes, but how would we only do that when the current bitumen storage is full? I think it could be done. If you hooked up an oil tank to the current bitumen storage. Yes, you can go over here and try and explain. The current bitumen storage is here. If we put a tank here and a pipe to it, or somewhere, let's say here, and a pipe to it, yes, and not have a pump between, it might just flow over this when it gets full to that one. And then you could have a pump and a train loading thing and railroad connection to the railroad, and then because the railroad connection at the other end is already done, and then you'd be set. Then we'd have an eternal bitumen sink that would automatically empty out into dollars when it got full, if it got full. What's all this traffic about? I think that this, yes, they're still working on the pouring concrete phase. But yes, they're working on all this stuff as well. That's why there are so many different. The road is nowhere near finished. But they're building out from here as well, which is not bad. And they have actually started working on the bridge. Yes, this will not take long at all. And we've actually put quite a dent into the gravel thing here. What are you doing? Why are you... is there something the matter? Yes, something is the matter. Because you couldn't figure out to do this. And you're silly, and this is screw it. And that means that there is probably quite a long queue here. Yes, we have steel, we have clothing, we have electronics, we have planks, we have food, I would think. Yes, food. Quite important, this one. Though we have a large storage, it's not that bad, but still. And there you can finally have your gravel. So that Husqvarna can have theirs. Which is the same, in fact. Yes, and where are you getting the workers from to go out to work here? And where are you going to... yes, that reminds me. We're going to have a bus stop. You know, the point of these bus stops is that you can put them in line with the road. Yes. What overlaps with existing construction? Oh, you put it right there where you had already put the power line. Then we're not going to have it quite there. No, we're just getting this done too, and then we're finished. Just getting this done too. And out here, nothing is just anything. This is going to be the most terrible thing that we have. We continue. Yes, I think that maybe we shouldn't continue. We should stop instead of doing the most terrible thing that we have. Yes, obviously this should be like here, and this should not be like this, and lots of things should be different. Screw this. And this too. Yes. There we have it. We have a dry dock pretty soon. We have a thing, and this. Yes, Madland calls. Friends, the history continues. Obviously, it's not finished. by any means it would appear. Thank you so very much for watching. Good night.